I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm acting under protest. Just because they give me an honorary degree, they expect me to take this test for them, against all the other universities too. Just been doing a bit of first-minute cramming. Now fully ready for the fray, I think. Right, what do I do here?
Please describe university, giving basic details of age, size, location and type.
The University of Kent at Canterbury. Let's think. University of Kent at Canterbury, founded in the early 60s and incorporated by Royal Charter in 1965. As such, is one of Britain's more modern universities. It's situated on an attractive 300-acre campus, encircled by a nature trail and a few minutes' walk away from Canterbury, the most ancient cathedral city in England and one of the most beautiful. Within easy distance of the university are some of the most delightful coastlines and countryside in England, while for the more cosmopolitan traveller, London, Paris, Amsterdam, Brussels are only a day trip away. The university itself is based around 4 colleges, all named, and I quote, after people who have made outstanding contributions to major areas of the university's academic study. The naturalist, Charles Darwin, the poet, T.S. Eliot, the economist, Lord Keynes, and the physicist, Lord Rutherford. In all, there are 4,000 students and about 500 academic staff. Staff and students alike work not in the traditional departments, but in... I don't have to be in here, you know. I could be outside, soaking up the atmosphere. Nope. Must concentrate. Go on to next question.
State standards of accommodation and catering.
State standards of accommodation and catering. Accommodation. Right. The colleges house staff and students alike. All disciplines, all nationalities, both social and academic life are catered for under the one roof. All colleges contain many attractively designed study bedrooms. There are also on campus 120 purpose-built houses which offer self-catering facilities, and there's plentiful non-university accommodation in Canterbury and other nearby towns. As for catering, every college offers its own catering. If you live in Darwin, this means you get the best French cooking outside London. If you live in Eliot, get yourself a friend in Darwin. If you live in self-catering, there are some very good restaurants in Canterbury.
Incorrect input.
That was a wee joke, you electronic miracle. And they told me you were user-friendly.
Deleted.
Thank you, thank you.
Please list special features of university.
Ah, nice easy question this. No problem. Ever since the 8th century, Canterbury has been a city of learning and scholarship. The University of Kent at Canterbury maintains this tradition. And just as pilgrims of old used to wend their way here, so do modern pilgrims, scholars in pursuit of learning, tend to retrace those ancient footsteps. Well, that's the flowery introduction out of the way, worth a gamma at least. Now, down to facts. In my opinion, wait a minute, facts, opinion, inherent contradiction here. Will the examiner notice? Nah, no time to worry, press on. In my opinion, there are three special features of the University of Kent. Firstly, academic work is organised in faculties and not departments. All subjects are grouped under humanities, mathematics, natural sciences, or social sciences. This is a radical development in university teaching in this country and encourages interdisciplinary study in general and a modern, flexible approach to the students' academic work in particular. This means that there are over 200 different degree options for students to choose from, which should give them that precise combination best suited to their needs and talents. In a 3-year BA or BSc degree, the first year, or part 1, will concentrate on general interdisciplinary topics. Following this, the students move on to part 2 of the course in their 2nd and 3rd years. This can still be multidisciplinary, or it can be a conventional honours degree programme in one subject. These subjects can range from African and Caribbean studies to social anthropology, from statistics through microbiology to politics or applied linguistics. This, together with the friendly small group teaching approach, indicates a willingness to cater for the individual that's rare in any educational system. The second special feature is the tutorial system. Every undergraduate has a personal tutor, usually one of the teaching staff, who officially can be consulted on all academic matters and who unofficially often proves to be a valuable source of personal advice. And finally, there is the college system, which I believe is a very important factor in determining the character and general good cheer of the university. The colleges are friendly places where you can know everyone. Each has its own particular style. One can be laid back, another sports mad, another smothering itself in vegetation. They're small enough to reflect the personality of the people in them. Oh, must concentrate. What's the time? Oh, crumbs. What was the question again?
Please list special features of university.
You know, it's surprisingly difficult to answer that. What's special about any one university? They're, naturally enough, all doing very similar jobs. So how do you establish the criteria to differentiate them? I have the feeling that the University of Kent is special because it thinks. It's the thinking students' university. It does everything that everyone else does, but also does that little bit more, and does it just that little bit better. To prove it, though, there's the rub. I suppose you could say, yes, take the diversity of research, for instance. That certainly helps maintain the university's reputation for excellence and innovation. To quote from that classic university text, the Kent Prospectus, first folio, research ranges from design of an experiment for the space shuttle, the first from Britain, to helping the blind make use of computers, from coordination chemistry and catalysis to Commonwealth literature and Japanese cinema, from medical electronics to international law, fiber optics and biotechnology. There's so much to talk about. Where do you start?
In biotechnology, we're applying living organisms, bacteria or yeasts, or biological catalysts to carry out useful processes. The Biological Laboratory at UKC is recognised as one of the country's foremost academic centres of excellence in biotechnology. Witness the extensive funding from government and industry.
At the Cathedral Library, we've used the university computer to catalogue 12,500 books printed between 1460 and 1800. We're world leaders in this kind of work, and we're making an astonishing range of early printed material available for a larger number of people to use.
We're developing new measurement systems based on optical fibres and lasers. What's special about our optical sensor systems is that they're based on optical interferometry, which makes them very much more sensitive than optical sensors made any other way. They're also much safer than electrical systems, and they're fully compatible with optical communication systems.
Cannibalism among sailors in the Victorian age was surprisingly common. Not surprisingly, it raised some intriguing points of moral and theological debate. In the end, the judges ruled that you mustn't eat your fellow sailors, however hungry you are.
The Kent Giotto project is perhaps more exciting than our space shuttle experiment. When the spacecraft grazes a nucleus of Halley's Comet, it'll be man's first chance to find out just what comets are made of.
This spirit of vitality pervades the entire university structure. Take another example, sport. Sport. Every university will offer the same identikit sports. At Kent, however, the coaching is of the highest standard for everyone. You can do what you want to your heart's content. You can lift, run, stun, fling, swing, jump, thump. Or you can just read through the list of activities and work up a sweat. Or you can take part in gentler pastimes. The same principle applies, just that little bit better. Students at Canterbury don't go there to be spoon-fed. They expect to get involved.
Get involved in radio hams, trains and trams, strong seat shifting, lightweight lifting, all of these and many more when you take to the floor at Kent. For public speaking, speculation, dramatization, navigation, all of these and many more when you get to know the score at Kent. Get involved.
And when you're sick to death of enjoying yourself, there's the library.
Please state details of library.
Details, by the left, March. Classified under the Congress system, 600,000 volumes, huge slide library, fully computerized, about 800 seats, which means that the architects never expected more than 20% of the student population to be working at any one time, and several important collections, including the world-famous Centre for Cartoons and Caricatures. I say, John Jensen, that's a bit unnecessary.
Any other information?
Other information. Let's see. We've covered where it is, what it is, when it was, who it is, who it isn't, where they sleep, what they eat, what they read, play, work at, and where they can visit when they're not working. Well, there's a lot more yet, but I just haven't got the time.
Please give details of student prospects.
Well, it depends on where they are, but generally the views are quite spectacular.
I think you have made a syntax error. Please correct.
Oh, yes, sorry. Well, to start with, they collect the degrees their parents think they came for. Student prospects, afterwards, I'd guess you'd have to ask some real students about that.
I work as a social worker in a South London borough. One of the main reasons that I chose to go to the Canterbury course was that it has a very good reputation in the social services department in which I work. I also found the university a fairly relaxed place to be and thought that the library facilities were very good. I must admit, I loved it. I had a lovely time in Canterbury. Canterbury, the town is a very nice place. The beer is very good. And basically, it was a very nice place to be for 2 years.
I work as a principal in the Department of Energy. My current posting is to help prepare negotiating briefs for community energy issues and to liaise with the Foreign Office and other Whitehall departments about the lines which the United Kingdom should take in negotiation. The job inevitably introduces me to a broad range of people with widely varying backgrounds, and the early experience of a broad social mix at the University of Kent has proved very helpful.
The techniques I learnt in my postgraduate experience and studies were most important in aiding me to obtain my present job. These techniques include the technique called two-dimensional gel electrophoresis. When I left Kent University, I was able to see its application in so many other systems. When I took up my new job at St. George's Hospital Medical School, I was able to apply this new technique in my new studies on disorders of pancreas.
My job at TVAM is entitled Sales Executive. I'm responsible, along with a team of other people, for selling the advertising minutage that enables us to make enough money to keep the station going. The course I did at Kent was English and American literature and history. It seemed a very easy place to make friends. I almost think there wasn't anything that they didn't have as far as societies were concerned. I think of those 3 years as probably being the happiest of my life, actually.
Going back to that third question.
Thank you. Time expired.
Oh, no, hold on. There's something I must mention. It's very important.
Sorry.
Just one sec.
Time expired.
Oh, just as I was doing so well. The university should be pleased with me.
Kent University criticised for choice of candidate. Kent University passed with distinction.